First, water is polar. We need to identify what is polar first and what is the role of polar in water. So polar bond is an uneven or unequal distribution or sharing of electrons between the covalent bonded atoms. So the covalent bond is a chemical bond that involves the sharing of electron pairs between atoms. Water is composed of two atoms. This is our hydrogen and oxygen. Water has one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms. So why water is polar? Oxygen has 3.5 electrons, which is higher than hydrogen. Hydrogen has 2.1 electrons. The higher electron, which is oxygen, will keep attracting electrons than to the hydrogen it is bonded to. This distribution gives the oxygen slightly negative charge because of electrons that attract more electrons, while hydrogen will have a slightly positive charge. So next, water is tasteless, odorless, liquid at standard temperature and pressure. Human describe water is tasteless and odorless. There's an article says that water has equal concentration. It has H plus and OH ions, thus it has neither sour nor a bitter taste and hence is tasteless. The color of water it is given natural. Water has a slight blue color while when water appears on small quantities of water it will be colorless. Water is transparent. Human eye can only see visible light. Water is transparent in the visible part of the electromagnetic spectrum. So when the light passes the water, it will directly pass on or travel through water. So the aquatic plants can live because of their needs. To reach them, it can only water absorbs light UV lights. Water is an excellent solvent. Water can be dissolved more substances that in any liquid on earth. The substances that can be dissolved in water are called hydrophilic. Molecules is charged polarized to dissolve in water, and also hydrophilic means water loving. Sample substances are sugar, salt, and other substances that dissolve in water. And the other one is it don't mix with water is called hydrophobic. Hydrophobic means fear of water. Tend to be nonpolar. This one prefer neutral molecules and nonpolar solids. Water has high heat capacity, specific heat. This high heat capacity of water caused by hydrogen bonding. The hydrogen bonds, the hydrogen of one water molecules with its slightly positive charge can bond to another water molecules oxygen with slightly negative charges. Water has a very high heat capacity. It means that water is good at holding onto heat and water can absorb a lot of heat without reaching as high of temperature itself, and water can release heat as it cools down. So the example of high heat capacity is when it's summer and there is a swimming pool, the temperature of water in pool is really good to swim, even if the weather is summer. When the water in swimming pool doesn't reach the high heat of water in swimming pool, it can be same as the temperature of weather. Water has high heat bufferization because of the amount of energy it takes to break the hydrogen bond between the two hydrogen elements and oxygen element. The amount of energy required to change 1 gram of a liquid substance to gas, it is important to cool down to maintain a steady temperature.